Cristiano Ronaldo had one quiet World Cup game, and the internet started acting like his career needed life support. Portugal drew 1-1 with DR Congo. DR Congo were back at the World Cup for the first time in 52 years, and they clearly did not come just to take photos. João Neves gave Portugal the lead. João Wissa hit back before halftime. After that, Portugal had the ball, moved it around, looked calm, and still barely scared anyone. Ronaldo played the full match. He missed two close chances. By full time, the comments were already cooking him. He's finished. He's too old. Portugal are better without him. One bad game, and people were acting like he needed to update his LinkedIn. But here's the problem. Portugal completed 740 passes and had one shot on target. 740 passes. Yeah, one shot on target? That is not domination. That is a group project where everyone writes the title. And nobody does the work. DR Congo were not panicking. They stayed compact, waited for chances, and let Portugal pass in safe areas. The ball moved, the danger did not. So blaming Ronaldo alone was too easy. Yes, he was quiet. The whole Portugal attack was quiet too. They looked like a team with big names, nice patterns, and no final punch. But Ronaldo is Ronaldo. The camera always finds him first. If Portugal win, he is the legend. If they struggle, he becomes the target. That is the Ronaldo tax. After the match, Ruben Dias called the criticism noise. Fair, but it was loud noise. It was not just people saying Ronaldo had a bad game. They started asking if he should even start. That is a huge jump. Most players get one bad night. Ronaldo gets a full trial. 1. Quiet game became a career court case. Every missed chance became proof. Any slow moment became a screenshot. A quiet match turned into, this is the end. That is what happens when a legend gets old. Fans do not wait calmly. They look for the first sign of the fall. Then came the Messi chance. That was the moment. The story changed. Fans picked the one name Ronaldo can never escape. Messi. That is not normal banter. That is the football version of tagging your ex under a sad post. Suddenly, the next match had extra heat. Portugal needed a win. Ronaldo needed an answer. Messi chance went in. Ronaldo receipts came out. The next opponent was Uzbekistan. They had already lost 3-1 to Colombia. Portugal needed to fix the DR Congo mess fast. 6 minutes in, João Cancelo crossed from the right. Ronaldo slipped into the box. One touch. Goal. 6 yards out. Simple finish. Massive moment. They called him finished. 6 minutes later, he scored. Of course, people called it a tap-in. Football fans see a striker in the right place and turn into goal detectives. Easy goal. My grandma scores that. No, she does not. Your grandma is still fighting the TV remote. The goal was not flashy. That was the point. Ronaldo is not 24 anymore. Nobody should expect him to sprint past 3 defenders every 5 minutes. Now, the game is smaller. He waits for the cross, finds 1 yard, punishes one sleeping defender. Then the whole internet has to delete drafts. It was a tap-in. That's why it was dangerous. That goal made him the first player ever to score in 6 different World Cups. Hit 6. Most players dream of one World Cup. Ronaldo is treating them like phone updates. It was also his 144th Portugal goal in his 230th match. That stat sounds like someone made it up in career mode. Then Portugal kept going. Nuno Mendes scored a free kick. Uzbekistan had a goal ruled out by VAR. Ronaldo scored again before halftime. An own goal made it worse for Uzbekistan. Rafael Leão added the 5th late on. Final score? Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. Portugal went from panic mode to highlight mode in one match. Ronaldo went from drop him to never doubt him before people could even change their profile pictures. One match buried him. The next match revived him. But here's where Portugal's problem gets bigger. Before Uzbekistan, the argument was simple. Ronaldo looked isolated. Portugal looked slow. And people wanted a change. Then he scored twice. Now both sides have proof. Ronaldo fans can say, you buried him after one bad game. Critics can say, cool, but Uzbekistan gave him space. That is the issue. Uzbekistan were punished. Colombia will be different. Knockout teams will be different again. A World Cup is not won by winning one argument on Twitter. It is won by picking the right team at the right time. Ronaldo didn't end the argument. He gave both sides more ammo. Now, Roberto Martinez has a problem. Start Ronaldo, and Portugal looks slow. The blame comes fast. Bench him, and Portugal lose. Good luck opening your phone. Let him start, and he scores. Everyone acts like the debate was illegal. Use him from the bench, and Portugal look better. The internet turns into a family fight at dinner. There is no safe choice. A normal striker gets selected. Ronaldo gets debated for 3 days. Ronaldo doesn't just enter the lineup, he takes over the conversation. Portugal have serious talent around him. Bruno Fernandes can create. Bernardo Silva can control games. Rafael Leão brings pace. João Felix adds movement. Nuno Mendes gives them speed from deep. Still, every Portugal match somehow becomes another Ronaldo episode. Imagine being one of those players. You run, press, assist, maybe even score. The first question after the match is still about Ronaldo's mood. That is not a press conference. That is the Ronaldo cinematic universe. The funniest part is the way people talk about him. They say he is finished. Then watch every touch. A normal player makes a face on the bench, and nobody cares. Ronaldo looks annoyed for 2 seconds, and someone posts a 14-minute video called Portugal Dressing Room Collapse. For a finished player, he keeps the algorithm fed. Uzbekistan also deserve a little respect here. For them, this was not just the Ronaldo game. This was their World Cup story too. They were trying to survive Group K after losing to Colombia. Then Portugal showed up angry, and Ronaldo came with receipts. That is a rough welcome package. Colombia first, Portugal next. Ronaldo, revenge are included for free. Uzbekistan wanted a World Cup moment. Ronaldo turned it into his response video. Now comes the part that will start fights in the comments. Messi versus Ronaldo. The debate refuses to die. It could survive a meteor. Ronaldo scoring in a 6th World Cup does not suddenly end Messi's case, but it gives Ronaldo fans a serious new weapon. 6 World Cups, 10 World Cup goals for Portugal, a response, right after people called him finished. Messi fans will call it a tap-in, because of course they will. Ronaldo fans will say tap-ins count, unless your agenda is in danger. One side will bring up magic and playmaking. The other side will bring up goals and longevity. That is why the debate never ends. They are not arguing the same point. Messi fans argue magic. Ronaldo fans argue longevity. For Portugal, though, this is not just about the GOAT debate. They are trying to win the World Cup. That means they need a plan, not a tribute tour. Against Uzbekistan, Ronaldo worked. Against Colombia, the test gets harder. In the knockouts, every weak spot gets hunted. Maybe Ronaldo should start. Maybe he should play fewer minutes. A late game role could also make sense if defenders are tired and already suffering. That is not disrespect. That is tournament football. Ronaldo answered the haters. Portugal still need a plan. So no, Ronaldo is not finished. That take was lazy. A finished player does not score twice at a World Cup and break a record like that, but calling him untouchable is lazy too. Portugal still have to decide how much of the team should run through him. That is the real problem. DR Congo made him look like the issue. Uzbekistan made him look like the answer, somehow. Both matches gave people screenshots. So, be honest in the comments. Did Ronaldo's 2 goals prove he should keep starting, or did Uzbekistan make the debate look easier than it really is? And for the GOAT debate, answer this. Does scoring in 6 World Cups make Ronaldo's case stronger? Or is Messi still clear because he already won a World Cup? Because after Portugal 5-0 Uzbekistan, one thing is obvious. Ronaldo is still dangerous. And only time will show what happens next. So, what do you think? If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you didn't, hit dislike. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.